All right, salutations, adventurers, and welcome back to Satisfactory. Satisfactory, satisfactory. My voice is mostly back. It's satisfactory. All right, so we have been hard at work on. We've been hard at work on our brainstem and cerebellum, right? So, per usual, we're going to real quick recap for those of you who might be new. We are building a central repository organizer and storage for Factory 4, which is a factory that's going to make all the parts for Space Elevator Phase 4, it divided amongst 4 different parts of this campus. So we got 48 lines in that are all organized and load buffer down below. They all go out and into ingest building 1, which is yet another load buffer. Oh, thank you, Silver. And then and O7s to you as well. So we got the ingest buffer here. It goes down under the map to another ingest load balancer. Then from there, it goes into ingest building 2, which is our storage buffer. And this is a showpiece. This is functional. It's just not functioning right now. But it's 8 lines, and this is one of them here. 8 lines, 3 deep, or in this case, 3 tall. All helping to buffer the storage that comes in. And then this is the rest of the building. So those are the lines from the tower. Then we're gonna come on through. It's all gonna be load storage buffered all throughout there. This is 7 deep, 7 down, 3 deep. Then it goes under, over, and back up over here. Going down the wall. The wall of many things. Now this wall is now 2 deep. And then these last 12 lines are actually below us. Because when we come this way, towards the end of ingest building 2. Oh. There we go. Towards the end of ingest building 2, we're going to go to the connector to ingest building 3, and this is where we left off. Ingest building 3, this is the corridor towards it, and I wanted you to be essentially all surrounded by moving product. Now, the roof, I didn't put any on because you really can't see it from below, and instead of doing straight lines, some people said that they actually like the wavy. So we did the wavy. It did make things easier, to be fair. But the whole goal is I want you to go down. Well, you wouldn't be in here. This is more like private access. But you'd walk down here, and this would lead us all the way to ingest. We gotta do some more demolition here. Ingest building 3, which is going to be right there. So this line needs to continue down, come all the way through, and then it's going to take a left turn, and it's going to go into, then it's going to go into what will be ingest building 3. Now, that patch of clearing and the other side, the opposite side of this iron node is where the building's going to be. It's going to be more of an upward build. It's going to be a vertical build that's then going to kind of bleed into the rocks here to connect into Cerebellum. The wavy looks good. It's going to be trippy to walk there with all the conveyors running. Yeah, hey, I don't disagree. The straight lines would look good for one reason. Is this my tamed one? I don't think this is my tamed one. Hey, buddy. Nope, that's not my tamed one. I don't know where my tamed one went. I finally tamed one, and I don't know where he went to, so. But we'll do some clearing up here real quick. Mainly we just need... No, we'll need the low trees too. But yeah, so we are... Ah, there they go. Wow. It took a little longer for the bots to show up, and when they did, they came in pairs. Wow, I feel special. It's always the same company, and I wish there was a way that I could just ban them outright. I wonder for how much resources they use. How many people are falling for it? Okay, anyways. Back to the game. Yes, so... Yes. In just building... I've said this about every building, and I've been wrong about every building. But I truly think In Just Building 3 is going to be the simplest one out of all of them. One I thought was going to be simple, and then because of the size constraints I put it in, it wasn't. I'm like, well, there's no way In Just Building 2 is going to be more difficult than 1, because I have all this space to work with. I just need to connect everything. And we got blueprints. Blueprints that either I made or Wake made. And what happened? More difficult. So now, let's see if a third time's a charm and we can actually truly make it not as difficult. All right, let's see where we are at. This big bada boom. All right. I do not know if we'll have to clean that up. We'll leave that up for now, though. All right. So the thing that's nice is when you have proper blueprints. If I remember where I put my blueprint, which blueprint was what? Was it this? It was. So when you have proper blueprints, you can easily move these suckers down the way. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. We'll just bring it to there. We'll watch as this lag builds. I think it's going to be... Yeah. I think it's going to be the simplest one. Ends up building the Taj Mahal. Uh-oh. I can't tell if it's lag that's causing it to not build. Or causing it... Or if it built... Okay, we're going to pretend it didn't build then. I've had some times where I honestly thought that the blueprint didn't happen, and then boom, it pops all in all of a sudden. Okay. I feel like it's like bomb disposal. You are waiting for a bang and no bang happens, and then you're not sure what to do at that point. Do I want to? Nah, I'll leave a spot open on the other end. What is going on? Am I getting pranked? All right, can we build anything? All right, well that builds. Maybe for some reason it's just too long. So let's go shorter spurt. All right, well there we go. That's something. Okay. Alright, maybe we just had it too long. Oh, look at that. Maybe we did. I think maybe it was bugged out and it thought that... Oh, I think we were using too many materials before. Maybe that's what it was. It's okay, just, you know, anytime now. Anytime now. I do have two... Server going to crash, I think. I don't think it's the server, honestly. So whenever you have blueprints of this size, it can be sometimes difficult to build because you have to have enough in the pocket. And with how many materials this burns in one go, I could burn through the pocket really fast, or in one go even. So it's possible that it's just being a little finicky. Here, we'll just try to make it out this way again. See, there we go. The pocket is just so low that... Let's take it... Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, okay, no, never mind, that's right. That threw me off, though, for a moment. Because if we stretch this out... Maybe we can... There should be enough. Did I not click to connect? Huh. Okay, well, we'll let the pockets go. We can continue building out... Oh, no, actually, we need to build this out first. Zoop. Alright, let's see. Oh, I blew up the big tree. Huh. Huh. Well, I literally was trying not to blow up the big tree. And I blew up the big tree. So, does that change our sight lines? Do we want to move... So let's take a look here. Now with the tree gone, because that's not coming back. That was not intentional. I'm a little mad at myself about that one. Honestly, didn't think the tree was going to go down. So I was a little careless. Alright, so without the tree there, I think going all the way out there and over might be, well... I think we need to go back a little further because... Alright, so... Actually, I don't know if that really would look bad. If it comes in, like, maybe here instead. Originally it was coming out over here. But maybe here... I don't know. Oh yeah, that's bad. I guess part of the problem is I'm not sure. Okay, we'll rough this. So what that means in my regard is I'm going to start building this way as if this was where we're going to go. Because we got to keep in mind that it's not 3 wide. It's 3, 4, 5 wide. So it's going to take up another slot here and another slot there to go this way regardless. So... Alright. So if we do this, just to give myself some power. Alright, so if we do this, we got the white going over here, cutting across. Yeah, maybe it would be better. Would be better to bring it all the way over. So it kind of sticks out a little bit from here. That truly might be better, to be quite honest. Like, let's see. That's the 3. That's the 3. We got one more lane for the outer wall. Bring us here. There would still be room for that. Okay, maybe, yeah, maybe that's what we're going to do. Still kind of follow the old idea, even though the tree's gone. Oh, bear. Knocking down things he didn't mean to knock down. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's that server crunch from being near Factory 4. Alright, so that's the path for the under. So let's get those. We can run those. Those will be the ones we need to run first anyways. Stupid bean. Boo-boo. These are going to be the easiest to run. Do not have a blueprint for this because I just don't see the point, to be quite honest. Easy peasy to make these ones work. Sometimes a little manual work isn't so bad, you know? Get your hands dirty. Yeah, that cacti is gonna have to go. Oh, jeez. Would help if I actually connected this sucker. Now I know that one's going to be clipped. It is what it is. Like I said, I'm trying not to clip on this build, but there are just certain times that it's going to happen, and I'm just not gonna fret over it. I'm just gonna enjoy and build regardless. First one's always the hardest, because I always feel like that first one's crooked. And it is, isn't it? Oh, maybe it isn't. I keep convincing myself that it is, and so I keep second-guessing myself. And there we go. Now it looks like we might have enough a fight. Well, not might. Oh, let's get rid of this. There we are. Alright. We should definitely have enough now in the bank to get this moving. Upsy doodle. And built. There we go. See? Well, look at that. It burns so... The conveyor madness continues. Yes, it does, Mr. Goldember. I need to get all of this bus line down the glass, essentially, at this point. And then that's going to be the start of Ingest Building 3. So, really, the stopping point is the blueprints are so powerful that the buffer, the dimensional pockets, don't have time to refill fast enough. Yeah, we're gonna have to... I'm wondering if I should make some temporary more pockets or entrances for the pocket to speed up the buffer rate. We would have to go to nitrogen for that, though, because that's where all the aluminum is kind of buffered up right now. So let's just real quick take care of this, and we'll see where we are on the buffer. Maybe it's not as slow as we feel it's been. Just feels slower. Or at least that's what we hope. Alright. Looking good. We are... Yikes. Not... Okay, we'll see. If we can build this, we won't go. It's kind of like the Field of Dreams. You build it, they will come. Okay. Take one. I'll give it one more try. Okay. Looks like we're going to go add to the buffer. Yeah. Because even if I put it in my pocket, all it'll do is just it'll just let us speed build one time faster. It'll take us down the new line as well, so. Nitrogen. Nitrogen. Here we go. Here we go. So how's everyone doing out there tonight? It's Thursday, right? Right? Yes, Thursday. Now I gotta... It's Wednesday! Oh, darn. I literally thought it was Thursday today. Oh. Ah. Literally. Oh, my. All day. I'm like, man, at least it's almost Friday. Feeling better. Not quite there, but almost there. And now I see it's Wednesday. Nerdy's probably wondering why the hell I thought it was Thursday. For reasons. But I truly thought it was Thursday. There we go. Choo-chooing on the train made me feel a little bit better. Gosh darn it. Well, maybe you all are doing a little worse than I thought now, because since I thought it was Thursday. It's Wednesday, hump day. Hump day. Okay. Let us go see about making some adjustments. Let's make sure that the Alclad is still coming in, because if we suck it all dry for no good reason, then that will be a problem as well. Okay, we don't need to sync that. How many tickets are we at? Oh, 136, not bad. Alright, so we don't need to sync that. Where are we at here? Okay, that is not the end. In here? Alright, so that makes sense. We can delete that. And let us maybe just make another one right here. Alright, so let's see what our pockets look like now. No. Wondering if we should get one more in the mix. We can always deconstruct those. So, you know, these, I mean, we got 100. We got so many materials for these, so. Boop, boop, boo. Boop, boop, boo. Boop, boop. There we go. Okay, I was about to say, what the hell? Alright, so, if we can load 240 per minute, this will load up to, I think, only 200. Yeah, 200 over. 200 over, which is fine. It seems like we have plenty of Alclad still coming in, so that's good. I mean, we've been... Yeah, look at that. We still got all of that to cycle in. I really think that at this point, it's kind of stupid to use these splitters. I'm slowing us down for no good reason. No good reason at this point. Originally, it was all coming down one line, but that was just too much. That's too much. So if we don't need that anymore. we... I would have to crisscross these. Alright, let's not get caught in... Oh, did not mean to delete. Okay, we'll get rid of that. Let's just connect that there. Alright, so we got those going again. We could obviously cheese this, but I would prefer not to. So let's see if we can do this maybe. That, oh, that is gonna clip. That is gonna clip. Let's see if we can. Well, we could go down. We could go down. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. All right, let's see here. You could do this. Oh, that ain't gonna look good. Let's curve. If we do that, we could do this. We could always come back and fix this later. It's a future bear problem. Future bear problem. The problem with Satisfactory is there's always something you can improve. And because you can always improve something, you can very easily get distracted with side projects. Ooh. Okay, there we go. We got more Alclad coming in. Now we're no longer using smart splitters and such to divide, which means there's no more hesitancy in the Alclad of getting in our buffers, slowing it down, besides the fact that we have one, two, three, four buffers now. Not bad for this being empty when we got here, because I had been sinking. God, all of this is still... Okay, we'll need to... Okay, let's make one minor modification before we leave here. Let's go... Well, that's priority merger. Guess we'll go... Yeah, we just need a smart splitter then. We'll do this. And then we will go... Left is going to be overflow. Center is any. And then we want to put a slower... conveyor. We'll just do a Mark III. There we go, just to kind of keep this factory up and going. Because all of that is shut the heck down. Wake is not burning through stuff as much as he should be. I say that with love. Okay, so... I think we're good here. 1, 2, 3, we got 4-dimensional pockets that can upload 240 per if they're actually buffered up, which this one is, the other one is, this one will be, this one is further down the line. I don't even know anymore. All right, that should be good. We should have less issues. We'll still probably have issues, but we should have less issues now building our blueprints at Factory 4. So now let's get back there. Factory 4. Bye, nitrogen. Whee! Give us clearance, clearance. All right. I'm glad I added those lines because it does make going back and forth to places like nitrogen much faster than what we had before. Before we had to go all the way back through the main hub essentially. Up by 3 Mile Wake just to go back down to nitrogen. Literally adding like 2/3 of the journey, like 2/3 longer of the journey, if not longer. Maybe 3/4. Oh, that's looking good there, though. I mean, it's going to be walled up, so you won't be able to see the conveyors. But that's looking good. This entry, when we make this entrance into Factory 4, is kind of my litmus test on if the proportions and the sight lines I'm building are what I'm looking for, at least. Not looking for perfection. I'm just looking for being happy with it. To me, that's the key. As long as you're happy with the build, then who cares if you could have done better? Better is for next time. This time is every time you build, your goal should be, am I happy with it? And if you're happy with it, you've done good. Perfection is unattainable, but should be a goal that you strive for. And let's just make sure we're straight. We are. Let's see how fast this kind of buffs in. Yeah, it's definitely going up faster. Give it a moment, because I think what happens here is monorails are the best. Oh, Mr. Goldember. They are. Now that I finally understand how to use the pass signals and the block signals and such, and I could even improve on that. I could greatly improve on that. But now that I know how to use them so that I can actually build, and with this blueprint connect that we could do now since 1.1, it has made building trains so much fun. And like that's one of the things I want to really improve on eventually, is do like better trains. I've already done better trains from what I did originally, but I want to do like I would love to be able to do like a train yard, you know, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Like I want something that you look at and you're just like, oh yeah, this is like a little kid's dream. Top. Ugh. That looks straight. Yeah, the new buffers are definitely helping out. We need to add some power over here. We are just short on power. I did not want to put that there. Did I want to put that there too? Yeah, that'll be less in the way, whatever. Alright, let's just confirm this was straight. It was. We should have less issues now building with this. A little crooked. Now it's a little straight. Yeah, there we go. There we go. I mean, look at this. It's just Conveyor City. Come on down to Conveyor City, where the items move and they look so pretty. Okay. I do think that the bottom ones should be the ones that go first because of this clipping one that I do. So because that one clips, I can't get the walls in, and the full glory cannot be appreciated until the walls are in. Oh, that's going to be turning, so we'll go there. To me, the walls on this quarter make all the difference. Like, you need the walls so that you're not distracted. No windows in this case. So that way when you look up, you're not like, oh, look at all this out and everything. I want this corridor to be just the focus of... I want this corridor only to be focused... Okay, I want the conveyors in the corridor, there we go, to be the only focus of anyone that goes through it. I don't want windows. Maybe, you know, there might be some lighting. It all depends. So what's the end game of this game? Or is it like Minecraft where it's whatever? So it's a little bit of column A and a little bit of column B in this case. So there is a space elevator. I can't build a second one, but I'll let me plop. There's a space elevator that's built. It is... Here, let's do this. That is the space elevator. And it goes all the way down to the ground over there. You can only build one per map. But the base of it looks like this, because we could at least pop it up on the hologram here. Space elevator. So that's the space elevator bottom. Now, if you see, there's ports that go into the space elevator. So the space elevator, and then there's a control panel. So the space elevator needs, there's different phases. Every time you complete the phase, the ring grows up top. Now, there are currently only 5 phases, and right now we're working on phase 4. There's only 5. I think there's 5 phases. I'm almost positive. There's a 5th phase. And so we are building this space elevator for some weird reason. We were sent by the company Fix-It to this planet to build the space elevator, send parts to it, and up into space. Now, storyline-wise, I don't know what that means. We don't know if we're even human. We don't know if we're androids, robots, cyborgs, you name it. We have no clue. At least in the storyline right now, we don't. We don't know why we're building this. Is it to save humanity? Is it because we're trying to help some Amazon overlord type company continue to make stuff? Now, there are answers, I believe, because the game now has I think it has a story end at the moment. But we haven't gotten there yet, so spoilers, I have no clue. So no spoilers. So we're not sure. Now, once that is over, right now the only thing to do is just then build. So then it's like Minecraft in that case, where you just continue to build and improve upon stuff and just make new stuff, right? So like Minecraft. However, the next patch, the next content is 1.2. 1.2 comes out later this month, is what it's looking like. 1.2 is going to include more things to do with the space elevator after you're done, initially done, but not continuing the storyline. However, they have confirmed that I think either later this year or they're already working on, I think it's going to be a DLC to continue the storyline. So wherever we do get left off in the main game is not the final end all be all of the story. But overall, the game is mostly like Minecraft where you just build and have fun. Although unlocking phases of the space elevator gives you the ability to unlock new things for you to build and use. So like as an example, Drones were not available until I think it was tier 8 of the space elevator. Tier 8 is in phase 3 of the space elevator. Or phase 4, something like that. I can't remember how it's broken up like that. Trains are not originally available to you. You have to unlock them by unlocking stuff in the space elevator to then unlock stuff in the tiers, etc., etc., etc. So the way to progress in the game, you need to use the space elevator if you want to unlock everything to your full potential. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck at early, like there's 6 in the end. There's 6 tiers of conveyor belts. Each of them move greatly different speeds, can handle, different loads. Mark 1s are, oh my God, they're super slow. Like this, I could, Mark, and they all look different too, but let's say Mark 1, right? And then I'm going to just do a Mark 5 next to it. And it doesn't matter if it's straight or not. So, this is a Mark 1. This is how fast a Mark 1 moves. Yeah, Silver. I know that there's some really crazy, amazing mods with Minecraft. And that does really change the game a lot, yeah. In a good way, So this is a Mark 1. So if you don't care about unlocking stuff for the space elevator and tiers, you could build factories. It's going to be there. Although not all factory parts are available either, so there's certain stuff. Here's a Mark 5. That's a Mark 5. So once again, a Mark 1, just Mark 1, Mark 5. And the Mark 6s are even crazier. Like the Mark 6s, not only do they look crazy? Holy cow, do they look crazy. But they move and shake crazy as well. All right, one thing I wasn't thinking about is this corner. So we'll need to see what we could do here. Because we want things straight. But we also... Oh, this is going to be a problem. Okay, so... Okay, that's straight. Okay, maybe we'll just have to do a rounded corner there. Which is fine. I have no problem with that. Just with these 3 revamp my... Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Railguns. Railguns in this game or railguns in Minecraft? Mr. Goldember. Alright, so there we go. That's that. We're just going to have to do a rounded corner there, which is no problemo. Then here... don't have enough materials. Okay. We'll real quick do some cleanup here and do some colorization. Just to break up what we're doing. It looks like I accidentally caught a little bit in the back, so we'll go fix that as well. Black, black, black. There we go. And then we want to get rid of these for posterity. Move over here and get these 2. Might as well get all of these while we're at it. Do. Boy, the filter makes things so much nicer. There we are. Get the ones I missed. Okay, that should be good. Mark 6 conveyors sound like real. Oh, I haven't seen how fast they are. I just know that they're really, really, they're really fast. You know, because this game talks mostly in throughputs, so that would be the easiest way to convey it. But I just don't know what the throughput is on Mark 6, because we don't have it unlocked yet. But you can, so every conveyor belt looks different, as you saw. Like a Mark 1 is super thin. There are lights, but they're really dotted. And then these are more strung out and everything. So you could just say, you could just see by looks. But a Mark 6 looks like futuristic. It looks like Tron almost. And then when you color them, you can make them glow like neon. It is crazy. Like there are people that'll use Mark 6 conveyors for decoration, not even to move things. That's how cool they look. But they look crazy. All right, let's see if we can get this. Yeah, that's going to be too long. So we'll need to bring it back. Do that. And then we could potentially actually tuck this a little more tightly. Okay, it needs to be there. Oop, that's a little. There we go. Just want to make sure it's straight. Excelente. There we go. Oh, this is... Especially once the roof is on and everything, so you don't have other stuff to look at. Like, this is going to look crazy. Items moving through here. It's actually going to be kind of hard to get this fully loaded. I think this is able... This is able to move, like, over 36,000 items a minute. If I remember the math that Wake said correctly, I believe over 36,000 items per minute this system will be able to handle and be able to see. And just to do a load test, I don't even know how we're going to do a load test. Like, that's going to be crazy. How would we fill up? Like, we have over-engineered this in the best ways. Like, if there's some kind of backup, if there's some kind of lag somewhere in the system, then Wake and I are going to be very upset at ourselves, because, I mean, he's the one that did most of the math, but, because I'm not a math guy. I will say that over and over again. I am not a math guy. I'm not Asian, but I'm not a math Asian, as my friend would say. All right, now let's get a... This is all going to be rounded anyways. That's looking fine. That is straight. We'll might as well pull that down a little bit more to there. Now I kind of know, I know I'm moving these down the line just slightly different, but I don't think it's really going to matter. Keep moving these puppies down. Boop, boop, boo. Let's stupid bean. Ooh, I almost missed that one. Oh, that's just too far. Okay. We'll go back to that one. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, that's all of them. That's all of them. And the fact that this... No, that doesn't even hang over. But that's fine, because we're going to need to build a curved wall here to not clip into that. Alright, now we should, once again, have enough to move these down. Oh, not quite. Not quite. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It was a good shot, I would say. Okay, we'll go back there. Build that there. Oh, yeah, baby. I almost wish I could do this in glass. But then when you're walking down the conveyor belt, you're just going to be all distracted by everything else. I want it to feel enclosed anyways, and you ain't going to get that if you leave it open. Visually, that is open. We are straight. We are lagging. We are going to have to wait for that buffer to fill up a little bit more, I guess. So we'll continue down here. We are almost done with the bus line between Ingest Building 1 and Ingest Building 2. Then we can actually break foundation on Ingest Building 3, which is incredibly exciting for me. That is the last building I need to build for cerebellum and the brainstem. Before we actually can focus on... Well, I got to finish building cerebellum because of the storage, but I got to wait for Wake to finish there. But I could start building and then planning the factories for Factory 4. Because none of this is factory. All of this is just ingest. Ingest. Right. Oh, okay. There we go. We'll go there. Go there. Yeah, so once we finish Space Elevator Phase 4, and we launch that sucker, the next items to unlock will not be automatic. We have to choose what to unlock, and then we have to build stuff for it and deliver those parts. So there's a lot more to do. I feel like did we get off? I feel like we got off kilter here. Looks like we did. How did this happen? Oh, it happened with this very first one. Oh my gosh. See, that's the danger of having a guideline and not checking it. All right, okay. Love you too. Yeah, that would have so annoyed me if I realized afterwards that it was crooked. I've done that so many times. It's not that it would have been a hard fix, but just so frustrating. Like, you think you're done, you think everything looks good, you think you have double-checked everything. And then all of a sudden, you look and you're like, ah, shot spot. I freaking forgot that. or I overlooked that, or my mother didn't love me. You know, one of those things. No, my mother loved me. Or am I just saying that? Alright, sorry, I had to real quick. We had a something at work tonight was caused me to have to stay late, unfortunately. And it's something I have to just kind of monitor in the background just in case. But we are looking okay. Right now, at least. Okay. Is that too far? That is straight. There we go. All right, we are almost here. So once we get this last little...
Cool, My Chemical Romance.
My Chemical Romance? What? What?
I'm okay.
Oh, is that Chemical Romance? I don't... Oh, I don't remember, to be quite honest. Nothing against My Chemical Romance, but I did not remember that. That was an unintended reference.
Do you remember the song now?
Nope.
Really?
Yeah. No, I would have... I mean, if I heard it, I'd recognize it, I'm sure, but... Nerdy's criticizing me that I don't remember My Chemical Romance songs.
Specifically, one of their most popular ones.
Listen, if I heard it, I'm sure I'd recognize it. Oh no, here she is. Trying to get my stream DMCA'd.
No, I'm going to play it over here so you can hear it.
Little lag.
Do you remember it now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you?
Are you what?
Okay. Oh, she fell into that one. Alright. Okay, we're gonna need to give that a little more time to refill. So we'll clean up and we'll start building some of the walls out so we actually get the building. And once we do all of that, we can finally start on the foundation. Like I was saying, of in just building 3. We're so close. And we got some over here, maybe. Did I already get those? I already got those. Any over here? I got those. Okay. We'll just get this a rolling. Zooping. At least these foundations I should be able to throw down without problems. Zooping. Now, I may decide later to come back and pretty up this in a different way. I haven't decided yet. Because part of me kind of likes the idea of it just being bland compared to everything else. Because it is in the background too, so it isn't forefront. If my plan with the building works, the building's going to really block this whole sight line anyways. LOL, F you. That's nerdy. Da 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 da. Alright, we'll get these now. Now, see this, with this addition, we'll really start getting the feel of, because now there's going to be a long enough stretch. But I want to try to get most of this L complete before we actually look at it again, because I have a feeling that tonight's going to be a good night. Right, Nerdy? That's right. Alright, now that we got those zoop through. Oh, perfect. I think that's exactly the distance we need to go. Oh my god, LOL. What's wrong, Nerdy? What's wrong? I am confuzzled by your emoticons. Alright, okay, we're gonna have to figure out a curve. We might have to pull that back one. We'll see. We'll see. We need to go 5. Okay, so let's just pull back here. 5. 5. Server save. 5. 5. 5. 5. This is what it's like to chew 5 gum. I don't even think that's around anymore. Okay, let's go straight out 10. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I missed a lot. I had a feeling. That's fine. Easy fix. Now we could round this side. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see if we will. Like round this corner. We may not. It'll probably look better if it matches the inner. So we'll probably round it. But right now I'm just so excited at the idea of coming through and kind of getting the first kind of look down that long path there. So we're going to go the long way around so we don't spoil it for ourselves. Stop calling me out, Bish. Someone has ambitions. Me ambitions or nerdy ambitions? $5 conveyor belly. My phone keyboard is borked. That's so funny that you said belly, but you... I honestly... Oh, how am I... Get on the catwalk, bear. And we're going to have to do something else with the display. That's too small. But it's better than there being nothing there, so... Alright, so... Here we go. We're going to go from ingest building 1 to ingest building 3's connector. It's not... Even though the connector's not fully there, we're going to get the best view we can right now anyways. Alright, here we go. Here we go. We're going to take this slow. I think I got to close off that bottom too. I don't want there to be any sight there. So keep in mind there's going to be stuff there. There's going to be stuff on the walls. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. That's a nice too. Thank you, Nerdy. Yeah, look at that. I might decide to black out the ceiling, actually. I wonder if that would give a better... It's easily reversible if need be. Oh, I wonder if blacking out the ceiling is the way to go. I think it might be. And then it'll kind of give it an interesting little look on the outside, too. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Blacking out the ceiling. Funny thing is that it'll be easier to black out the ceiling outside. Yep. That's what we're gonna do. Did I not close that up, or is that just not spawned in? What? I saw something weird over here. Oh, it's the rock. Okay, I might have to block out the top strip as well, because that line there was so prevalent. This one right here was so prevalent. All right, let's see here. Let's test that theory. We'll just black that out. I mean, no better way to test than by doing, right? So, yeah, so we don't actually get any of the conveyor belts. Oh boy, although that, you know, that outer strip of white could look really good because it's not going to affect the insides, is it? It might. It doesn't matter. We'll just do this anyways. We'll test the theory out. Oh, shoot. Oh, is that... Oh, I forgot to fill these in. Okay. Well, we will worry about that later. That is a probably not tonight bear thing. Even though that sounds like an easy fix. Lag. Making too many changes. And we need to bring this back to white. Although I think what we're going to do is... No, maybe we'll leave that as is. Yeah, and then we got to fix the sides eventually. Alright, so let's get back inside and see if that actually... Stupid audio bug. There we go. Alright. Funny, it's so quiet in here, but once this is going, it's going to be... I think it's going to be kind of loud, actually, with all the conveyors and such moving. And alright. Now we're going to see... We're not going to go as slow as last time. Last time was kind of a big, grand reveal type thingy. 3 sessions later... Oh, yeah, I think the black does it. I think the black is the way to go. There's the crash. There's the crash. At this point, Satisfactory is crashing so much. Well, so reliably, I should say, that I think I need to get a crash. Oh no, Satisfactory crash type thing screen going on. Do 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 do. All right, heading back in. Don't die. Aw, thanks. You're going to be okay. Altering genetics. Reducing difficulty. Advancing science. Rolling dice. Amending liability fees. Blaming Simon. Firing therapist. Washing brain. Vacuuming the vacuum. Saving the world. Questioning existence. Making the macroscopic microscopic. Alright. Get that off the screen. Yeah. 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 The blacked out roof. is definitely the way to go. I honestly kind of wondering if maybe blacking out the sides would be better too. But that's a decision. I'll play around with that maybe off stream. See which way I like better. Regardless, we can continue to build. We definitely have enough in our pockets to connect the last bit here. And that is straight. Connect. Okay. Let us color. Let us remove. And then let us build. We do want to finish this building. Just so, oh yeah, that's right, we crashed. Just so we can have a good frame of reference here to build into in just building 3. Although we are going to start with the foundation. Excuse me. I'm really thinking I might just black out this whole. I think that I honestly might look even better. Oh, that one, no. We need to figure out the curve first before we do that. So let's go do that now. I think this one piece is going to be good for exactly what we need. Ooh, is that going to mess up our placements though? We're going to have to see. That might. That might mess up the placements, but let's confirm here. There we go. That's going to Z fight until we get the colors. That, honestly, is probably going to look so sexy inside. So sexy. Okay, okay, I did make it out of the right material. The problem here is... this. So if we go... zoop, that's what brings us to the right build point. So if we zoop this out, so now we have a proper picture of how this corner will need to look. You know, we may not even need it curved. Yeah, look at that. Sitting here thinking we will need to curve it, and we won't. That means the other side we don't even have to mess around with. No mucking around. Oh, I love the way that this material gleams. Now, I am coloring this all black because I honestly think we're going to be going all black. And this will help with the design of In Just Building 3, even though I have some ideas in my head of how I want it to go. Yeah. Black, since these conveyors are white, the black really helps contrast against it. There we go. There we are. Outside of the color job and those little bits on the walls that I forgot about. This ingester is, or this connector is done. So we can let's go there. Because again, this building doesn't have to be very big per se. Alright, so now we want to get a... Now what we want to do is we want to frame this, right? We want to frame our head in our heads how this is going to look. So this isn't where it's going to go, but we're using Wake's design here. It's an 8-lane balancer to a 4-lane condenser. So this 4 lines go in here, 1, 2, 3, 4, or sorry, 8 lines go in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's a load balancer, just like we have 1, 2, 3. But when it's all said and done, the 8 comes out to 4. So if we have this built at this is kind of the perfect length, but the width. But the question is it going to be too high if I stack them? Because that's how I originally envisioned this, was stacking it. And my concern is that it might be too tall. Too tall if we do that. Just gonna keep nudging. Let's nudge a little further. All right, so if we're gonna build, let's say we build there, right? Let's say we build there. Right now, the frame of the building, I have some ideas, but I don't care about the frame at the moment. Right now, my goal is to see if the machine's stacked. Let's see, we need 6. Let's see, if we got 48 lines divided by 8, gives us 6. So we need 6 machines stacked tall. So we need to essentially stack these machines and see if we like the height and the sight lines before we continue building anything else. Now that's a little easier said than done because these aren't meant to stack vertically. So we're going to have to not cheese it, but we're going to have to use other means. So let's do this. Just so we can get a... So we got 10, 11, 12. Is 12 going to be high enough? Ooh, that is skimming. That is skimming. Alright, so there's a couple of ways we can do this. Let's see how this looks. If we go to foundational frames, and we're going to go, actually we're going to zoom because that'll be faster doing this. Okay, now imagine that these cages are all around these. Do we like how this looks? I mean, there's some clipping and such, but I don't necessarily care about that in this case. I guess we should just, it's quick enough, we could just real quick finish framing it. Server save. I guess we don't even need... think this would look better if we framed it center. So let's do that. Yeah, okay. Okay, that's on the ground. Push this back. Oh, not that far back. All right, so what do we think about this, everyone? Do we like it in this frame? This frame, if we do this, then this would be 6 stacked high in a frame like this. So that's the key. Is that it would be... Where's the... Okay, that is... Do. So, let's see. Okay, we can get rid of this. Come on, get up. Chameau. All right, what are we thinking about this? But remove the parts that clip. Hey, True 2, how you doing? Must build higher. Oh yeah, this is gonna be 6 high. This part's gonna be 6 high at least. So remove the parts that clip. That would be a lot. Because, like, that clips. That clips. I think we would have to remove pretty much all of the... we would have to remove most of the frame. I think. Alright, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to build... I'm going to continue building up. I'm going to continue building up. But I'm going to stop using the frame on this level. And we'll see if we feel any different. I feel if we keep the frame, we got to keep the clipping. I think that's kind of, in this case, I think that's part of the pact with the devil. And just gonna have to remove all the detail. What do you mean, True 2? Like, which detail? Are you saying that you don't like the frame? It's fine if you don't. I'm trying to get opinions. Man, it does kind of feel like you're missing out. Like, it looks industrial. I don't know. I think I might be trying to convince myself to keep the frame. Yeah. Actually, before we do that, let's build the third. Since we already got this laid down, we might as well. Actually, we could build all and then remove. Push it into place. That is good. Don't tell me. Gosh darn it. Oh my gosh. That was... I think that only was like another 20 minutes. No, I was joking about the his clipping. Oh, gotcha. Maybe encased it in framed windows. Well... Listen, I'm going to have to do a little research here. I know that because there are people that have like gigafactories going and they can play the game without crashing. So I have a feeling like maybe there's a setting I have turned on that's clashing and causing the crashing. All right. So here's my thought process. I think the frame is too much. I think it takes away from the condenser. I'm going to use the frame to build up because it's an easy way to build high. Then I'm going to get rid of the frame and then we're going to see how things look. And then we're going to go from there. I know this is the second crash. The only reason why I don't want to... Now, here's the thing. The only reason why I'm probably going to fall here. Yep, there we go. Inhaler. There we go. All right, so the only reason why, good shot, I don't want to encase this in glass is because this building is going to be, like you're going to be able to see in with glass. So I don't think encasing this in glass is really going to end up paying off, which you don't know because you didn't know what I was doing. I didn't say that part yet to anyone. How is this at? Where are we at? We need to rotate it this way. Okay, I think this is what, too low. It needs to go up. Here we are. Get this lined up. There we go. And then we're just going to use these frames to go up so we can build the next level. And we'll get rid of all those frames in just a wee moment. Because we also, honestly, part of the problem is we also don't know if 6 high is going to look good. So that's the other issue I have, is that I don't know if 6 high is going to be the look of this building successfully. Let's get this on a bar so we can stop opening this up like freaking psychopaths. Okay, that is the right height. Is that the... Are these lined up? Feel like that's slightly off. Four-post frame exterior with floors, windows around for modern aesthetic. 6 high with frames would be way too much. 6 high alone is plenty. Well, we'll do a little testing. Ooh, we'll do a little testing with stuff once we get these 6 built. I mean, again, it's possible that 6 high is not going to look right here because we want the sight lines to be right. And this is 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. We still got 2 more to build. So, come on, get on there. We're almost at the top of what we could do without more power. There we go. Here we are. Okay. Let's get ourselves some more power up here. Power wallet. Just throw that there. There we go. All right, now we got power. So this is 5. 1 more. We'll clean a little up and take a look. The sightline is the most important part of this. Oh, of course, it's getting dark now. Thank you, cycle. There we are. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, there we go there. Should be good. Alright, let's delete this crap. This is going to take a little work because I did build so many of them. Go down. Now, this stuff here that isn't connecting, I'm going to make that connect. That's just part of the build that the blueprints. So that stuff will be all cleaned up once I get the rest of this. We determine if this is even the route we're gonna go. Oh, the filter is such a lifesaver. Now, I also want to be clear. Right now, I just want to see about sight lines. Making this look better, like making foundations or making like like support pillars and such. Like that's stuff that I could do easily. Like I said, like these here, like this here. You know, like we could easily like do that. You know, connected. We can add those other supports there. These will go away. So there's cleanup to do. I'm not going to leave it just like this. I just want to get these out fully so they're not blocking. And then we're going to go stand back and take a look-see at what we've done. Okay, I think that's... I'm already liking how more open this is, actually. Like, I like being able to look up like that. Hopefully this doesn't ruin the sightline. Hopefully I also built it at the right x-axis. I think it's X. Alright, we got to go back a little bit here. Because if this is too much or in the wrong spot, then the building's not going to look good either. Okay. I think that works, actually. Because, so the way I envisioned it is it kind of like going into, not a pyramid, but slanted down to kind of follow these sight lines a little bit, right? And the building go into the rock because we need to connect the 24 outputs here to the 24 outputs up there. So I think that works. Yeah, I think that works. Now back here, there's going to be a factory, but I plan that sucker to be tall. Think of like a skyscraper almost, right? So the fact that this would be here would not outshine behind it, in theory, nor would it, I think, ruin each other's aesthetics because the coloring is going to be different. Like, I only plan on doing this, like, white city stuff for the cerebellum and the brainstem. Everything else is going to be different colors. I don't plan it on being white. So, I think that's going to be good. I think that's going to be good. It doesn't give the look here as much, but that's fine. That's spread out. Yeah, I think we're going to be fine there. Which I'm happy about because I really didn't want to have to take that all down just to put it back up because I wanted to move it like a few feet. But I think we're safe to move forward. I didn't color these like I should have. All right. Oh, we never put the bottom on this either. Dang it. Okay. Well, this is almost done. Well, I can do that like off stream. That's busy work that I can be done off stream. Okay. Now, I have assumed that I can make this work going from this transition here to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24. Yep. All 48 here, connecting here. I have assumed that I can make it work. And we know what assumptions can do. Yeah. The blacking it out was definitely the way to go. Okay. So the key here is we need to get these bottom ones done first. So the bottom ones mean that we need to connect them in first, which isn't gonna be a problem, I don't think, to be quite honest. Per se. I just don't want it to be too messy. So we're going to, let's see, do I already have a hot bar set up for this? I think this is. All right, so one, think there. Let's just confirm. Oh, nope. Gotta go one forward. Alright, we'll do that. And then we will do, I think we're going to do this. And I think we can skim the top. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that is good. And then we'll just add these now. There we go. There we go. And then, so the first two would get connected there, and then we just need to move this on down the line. Oh, that's the space elevator, Shadow. Or, no, that's Good Shot's big deck. That Shadow is Good Shot's big deck. Oh, that's hilarious. I love that. That's awesome. I get so excited over the stupidest things, but I love it. Okay, we might have to, like, reconnect. Oh, what? Might have to reconnect those for distance down below, which is fine. Yeah, actually, it should go like that. I keep forgetting that if you go from bottom up, then you don't have to worry about the bottom underneath off the rip, which makes things a lot easier once you get back down there. There we go. Okay, those should be fine. Connect. Connect. And then get these placed down. Boo boo. Beautifying things as we go. Alright, so that's 8. 9, 10, 11, 12. So let's see. Would it be better to do the outsides? I think it would be better to do the outsides. 4. Or, okay. So if I'm going to do this, it's going to be the outer because we're working inside out. So that means it would be better to do it over here. We could do these 4 here, actually. So if we do this, right? No, we don't want to do it there. We want to do this there. There we go. Ooh, is that going to be too tight? That's going to be too tight, isn't it? Although, we could just do this. Hey, look, it's still too tight. Still too tight. Okay, so I guess the holes will need to go back just a little bit. Or we can put them halfway. Ooh, but we would need... There we go. The lights might be a little too much at this point, but we'll see. This is going to be stuff only... I mean, how many people are going to really... Alright, I think that's the way we're going to have to do this. If we go up, let's just confirm. Let's confirm this sucker. Straight. Really? Okay, curve. What? Default? That is still pushing it out that much? Really? Really? Alright, you know what? It may actually end up still looking fine. So let's see. I don't know. What do you guys think? That is a massive deck. Like, okay, so here. That is the space elevator. That is Good Shot's big deck. It's as high as you could build without dying. You take a hypertube all the way up from the hub. All right, so how are we feeling about that? How are we feeling about that? Maybe if we get the others in, we might... Server? Yeah, who needs control of height, right? All right, there we are. Back, let's get this back on. So, okay, to make this look a little more uniformed, we're gonna do this. We'll delete those. And then this will go there. Excellent. We will go boom. We will go boom. Yeah, I think that's fine. Gives it a little, it gives it a little flair. A little flair. Wouldn't hurt anyone. Oh, because it's facing the other way, huh? That's fine. Oh no, I forgot. No, that's fine. How we're doing it there. Down, over. All right. Yeah, I mean, a little messy, but I don't think it's that bad. Okay, so that is 12 hooked up top, but now we just need to hook up these suckers down below. I forgot to put the elevator in my hotbar. Boop. Alright, so we're gonna go two at a time here. We're gonna do this. I was afraid of that, so we're just gonna have to wrap it around here just a little. There we go. That should be fine, but I may... No, that'll be good. Because then that way, if there's any problems there, we can easier access and look at it. All right, so now we want, I think, the same. Do that. Ooh, that clips just a little bit. Guess we need to bring it down. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to just bring it down a little bit more. There we go. Looks good. Boy, howdy. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Now this is where it gets a little messy. Okay, so if we have that one there, we could do that there, and maybe this one back here. We'll do that. That might seem a little weird, but I don't care. No, because then what we'll do is we'll do this. Right? So that one wraps around. So now we got one there. Then we could just go right to... one over. Oh, that didn't. Punks. Those punks. Because that isn't going to line up exactly. It's too far. Right, so we're going to do this then. We're going to do this. Oh, actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to do this. Why am I doing this the hard way, Bear? Oh, look how much easier this is going to be now. Bam. 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 All right, good job, Bear. And then we will essentially do the same thing here. Except we are going to do it. We're going to do the last. We're going to do the last one on the outside. So we will bring the last 4 up. Oop, that's a little too far. Go. Go. Alright, and then connect. Connect. What might be too far? Nope, that one works. Did I see someone? Okay. For a moment, I thought I saw someone else flying. That's... no one needs to know. Yeah, exactly. No one needs to know. No one needs to know. Alright, so let's get this adjusted a little bit better. Actually, that's pretty much as good as we're going to get. We'll stay. We'll keep that there. Connect that there. All right, we got our first 12 hooked up. As easy as that. All right. First 12. That actually was the easy part. Because now we have to figure out how we're going to cleanly, is the opportune word, cleanly connect all of these. Oh boy. I really feel like... Because I can't just keep going through the floor, first of all. There's not enough holes. There's not enough room. It's funny, because if we didn't stack this 6 high, then we could do exactly what we just did down here. Without even having to add these side ones. But that would cause the building to be almost as wide as that. Which we don't have the space for over here and making it look good. Oh, this is one of those things where... It's one of those things where... Once I figure it out... Once I figure it out, then it'll be easy to do. It's just the figuring out part. Do I want to... Oh, maybe. Is that how I want to do this? Alright, so if we... Do I want to do solid back, or do I want to go... Maybe I want to go glass. I know I try to stay away from glass, but I've been pretty good, for the most part, about staying away from glass. But do I want to do glass? And if so, which one? I already used framed windows in the other one. Full frame windows I've used a lot. Honeycomb is used mostly in my sulfur. Maybe, do I want windows? Maybe I don't want windows for the back. Maybe I don't want windows for the back. Maybe that's where I'm kind of getting myself in a thought conundrum pickle dealio. Okay, we'll do this. We'll be able to get rid of that electrical eventually. There's going to come a time that I'm going to have to come through here and just redo all the electrical. I just wanted to build everything first before I did that. Actually, would it have been better to do half slabs? Might have been better to do half slabs, actually. I think that'll give the proportions better. Once everything's built, once all of this is connected to the cerebellum and I'm happy with it, I'm going to go through and redo all the wiring so it's not just all around. It's actually routed properly, looking actually correct, you know, instead of not correct. Okay, that didn't get... Why didn't... Oh yeah, that's right, because that topper is a 2. Did this build the other way? That built the other way. Yeah, we want to turn that around. There we go. Oh my gosh, I didn't see what time it is. I had gotten such a late start today because of work. I had to get out. I got out of work like 2 hours late because of what was going on today. And that threw my whole schedule off. So we're actually going to have to... Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to Good Shot's big deck. We're going to go up to the big deck. Not everything renders in at that height, by the way, because of how far away we are from everything. Power! Power! But, okay, so the building's going to be at least that tall. At least. I think what I'm going to do... is I think I'm going to run... elevators up. Or do I want to... Okay, I got some things I got to think about here. I want to real quick finish building this wall, because if we're going to go up to the deck... Oh no, this is a different height now. Because we need to get rid of these. There we go. We're gonna have to fix that all later, anywho. But if we're gonna go up to the deck, which we are in a moment, then I would like to get this wall up just in case if it does render. Then we can have something to kind of look at far away, kind of assess it from a different angle, which would be nice. Okay, so I have a couple of ideas of how I could do this. One of them is, if let's assume both of them work, one of them is going to be vastly more work than the other one. But I think it would look so cool. And so we might do it. If I can think of how to make it work. Oh, yeah, it's like a puzzle. All right, so let's go to the big deck. We can show off Good Shot's big deck. I know he's not embarrassed to show off his deck. He loves showing off his deck as much as possible. Like, you ask Good Shot, hey, man, how you doing today? He'd be like, man, look at my big deck. You can see it from everywhere. Everyone's like, you're right, we can. It's massive. All right. Little concerned about one of the factories, Factory 1 over there, but we'll see. We'll see. It'll be interesting to see which way it has us go to get back to the hub. Okay. Once we get through Wake Oil here, we'll be on the oldest tracks that I've ran. And they are ugly. But I'm keeping them because of how ugly they are. Oh, sure, it doesn't look so bad here, but just wait. Just you wait. No, that's not a loop-de-loop. That's my train tracks. Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at the beautiful... Oh, yeah. It is very hard not to redo those because I could redo them so... Like, I could make them a million times better. But I will never make them that bad again. So, I want to keep them, like I was saying, for posterity. So there's the deck up there. There's the scaffolding there on the left. There's the scaffolding for it, so we'll be... Oh, interesting. It's going to make us go this way, huh? Okay, I'm going to have to add a little offshoot there to speed this up. We're going to hop out before we get to Uber Hub, because we need to go over here. This is our entrance to Good Shots Big Deck. All the way up there. All right, let's hit it. We're not going to be able to make it up all the way at full speed. There we go. Now we're all the way slowed down. I didn't know we had a drone named Fat Frames. I love that. I didn't know I needed a drone named Fat Frames in my life, and here I am. Oh! Secret word. The time got away with us. Secret word. So if you want to enter to win a Heartthrob package with Star Citizen, there's a code word I need you to put in the chat. The chat right now is going to be frames. Frames. In honor of Fat Frames. So if you would like a chance, another raffle ticket for the giveaway, that will be given away at the end of March, then go ahead and enter frames now. Now, the way this works is I'm going to randomly choose one of the videos, whether it's one of my shorts, because keep in mind, my shorts in the description has, or ever since I started this contest, or the giveaway, I should say, has in the description a word to give to type in the chat of my shorts, and any edited videos, which I haven't had any because I haven't had time, will also have a word to type in those edited videos. But live, you got to be here, and it's only for YouTube currently. All right, so here we are. We're up on Good Shot's massive deck. That's the... Now, again, things aren't going to render in all the way. That's sulfur. Suffering. That's good oil. We got Wakelenium over there. We got... this is... oh, that's nitrogen. No, that's Illuminati. We got Silver Plast. Silver something. Another silver. That's Silver Connect. Silver Silly is that. Oh, it's kind of funny. I can see one of Nerdy's prisons. We got... Let's see. What else do we have? We have... that's nitrogen. That's wake oil and nuclear. 3 Mile Wake. Then over here is Factory 4. So this is the first time I've been up here since I've gone this far. I'm going to take a screenshot real quick. Oh, and then we got Good Shots Prism. I forgot about Prism. And then we got we got Wake's Eye. This is the eye. All right, that's our main factories for now. So yeah, so that's what we got. And this back here is going to be like one of the factories. Over here will be like another factory. Over here, another one. And then like another one maybe over here. Not quite sure. Kind of depends on how much space we need. But these are expected to be really big. So this is our current world. while we have a lot of time put into it, it doesn't necessarily seem like we have almost 2,000 hours as a collective in this. But we are a group that likes to take our time and enjoy the game, because we do enjoy building. God, it looks so weird without it all rendered. It's weird that it's like, oh, let's render this one piece here, even though there's two lines that go into the waterfall. It's funny that you can see the entrance to the waterfall, but not the waterfall. Now, the funny, so here, like here, if I jump.
Fixit property is not allowed to leave Fixit designated work areas. Function outside this area is not supported.
See, this is as high as you can build, and also there's no way back down, because routing power up here was going to be a bitch. So the only way down is falling. Wonder when some of this stuff will render in. Oh, and then we got Nerdy's The Edge. I forgot about that. The Edge. This is her little cart track that she's been working on and off. Oh, and Screw You. Screw University. This is a all screw factory. And I think that's Copper Sheets. That's Uber Hub. Oh, I'm kind of off course here a little bit. Let's get ourselves back on. There we go. Now we're back down to Earth. Or, I mean, this isn't Earth. I don't know what planet this is. And then, I forgot to mention, this is the brain. This is a sorting device that was going to be our central storage, but kind of became other stuff instead. Like, it kind of became our pocket holder. But Wake built all of this as well. So Cerebellum is going to be a version of this. And if everything works out right, it's going to be hanging like a chandelier from the ceiling. There are so many sinks in this thing. Like, look at all those. And that's not even all of them. But this is... This is a brain, even though, see, more sinks. This is a brain, even if it's not the brain. Stuff being shipped out still? Not sure. More sinks. Wait a minute, 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 wait a minute. What? 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 No, what the? No. Why? We've been desperately needing turbo fuel. Wait, are we maxed out? No, we're not. Okay. Something is amiss here. I'm going to have to talk to Wake about this. I guess we'll put it back for now. But I feel like this is an oversight. Because we need turbo fuel. Like, Wake's been trying to figure out how to make enough turbo fuel so that he can convert Wake oil to turbo fuel. And here we are just dumping turbo fuel out. That feels wrong. Definitely going to have to talk to Wake about this. As a matter of fact, I'm going to say right here to help remind myself about that. All right. Well, it was a little shorter stream today because I got out of work 2 hours late. So I do apologize about that. But we got a lot of stuff going on. We're going to continue Ingest Building 3 tomorrow. I'm going to have to try to figure out how I want to connect everything is really the big thing right now. My brain's kind of hurting thinking about that. I'm sure I'll come up with something. We'll just see if I'm happy about the thing that we come up with. That's the key. But today is Wednesday, not Thursday. Gosh darn it. But we will be back tomorrow. We're going to be playing more Satisfactory tomorrow is the plan. I'm really on the move with Ingest Building 3, and we need to get that done so we can actually move on to the other stuff, because we are all sick of being on Phase 4, and they're now all waiting on Factory 4 to be up and going to get this done. So for us to progress forward, I need to stay on top of everything. Why is it coming in spurts like this? I feel like... Yeah, we're gonna have to see about this. I feel like something's amiss here. But so that goes down. How is it coming through? It's coming through here. Okay, anyway, sorry. Getting distracted. We were going to continue D&D this Saturday, but unfortunately our GM has another game that he has to GM that day, so we're taking a week off from that. But we are coming back to play that again the following weekend. But this Saturday we will be playing Star Citizen for sure. We're going to try to get other people that are needing their Alliance aid done, and whatever shenanigans we can get into, because there's a lot of shenanigans to be had. Adventurers, appreciate each and every one of you. Special shout out to the channel members. We got Mr. Goldember, PD Bright Eyes, Nerdy Kitten, Good Shot, Datriel, Death Factor, Wumbelow, and Wark. All of you truly humble me. But if you want to support the channel, you don't have to be a channel member. You could just subscribe or like down below, share the videos. You can follow, maybe a Prime sub on Twitch or follow on Kick. All these things are free for you, but they do help the channel immensely. This is a year of growth and improvement and transformation. Got a lot of plans to improve the streams, edited videos, and more. And I am so grateful that you are here on this journey with me. Adventurers, have a wonderful night. Be well. Be wonderful. And as always, until we see each other again, bye-bye. Oh, yeah. Have a good night, everyone.